Hi, it's Doodle here, Doodle Sparkle Pets, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be cleaning out Ruby and Peggy's cage. There's Ruby there. Ruby's the white one, crested. Yeah, I spot clean every day, but they do poo a lot, and I spot clean, and then I clean them out, full cage clean, about every 3 days, 3 to 5 days, depending on how dirty they get. This is Peggy. She's a Sheltie. She's a sort of orangey colour. As you can see, Ruby's jumped over there because I've moved the camera. But yeah, she's a sweet little long-haired piggy. Yeah, she's calmer than Ruby. Ruby tends to be quite highly strung, and Peggy is more calm. So without further ado, let's get to work.
Special about you. Got me under lock and key, but I don't wanna be free when I'm next to you. You're like honey to a bee. I go crazy for the sweet when I'm next to you, girl. Got the kick in every move, and I fall just like a fool for you, for you. It might seem that I'm dumb, but it's you that's got me stunned. Stay next to me, girl, next to me, girl. Something special, don't know why. Something special that I like about you, about you. There's a mystery entwined, something bigger to define about you, about you. And I'm the only one to see. Got me down on my knees, taken by you.
This is a shark lift away. This is my old hoover that I use for the pigs. I've got a cordless one which I've just recently bought, so I use that now as my best hoover, and this is the old one that I use for cleaning up hay, hoovering out any dry wood shavings out the cage and things like that. Anything I need to hoover out makes life a lot easier, and also clears up the area around the pigs. It's the lift away version, so what you can do is take the whole thing off and then just use it as a handheld, which I'm going to show you now. And then it's got a tube with 2 attachments, so I can either use, I do struggle with this sometimes, I don't know what I'm doing. Sometimes I use the long pole attachment, and sometimes I use the brush. It all depends on what sort of job I'm doing, but as you can see, I lifted it off here, and then it's got the tools with it, so it's really handy for keeping everything clean.
Something special about you.
You were my best friend. Didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends. I'll be in fools, drifting to deep space. So brave and so stupid, just like the movies. I was gonna stay in the fight with you, just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night with you, you and me so clueless. We were just broken, shattered, singing along to nothing matters. Stray around like nighttime rumors. We were in too deep.
I use white vinegar from Wilko's to clean the piggy's cage. I think it's £1 for this spray bottle, which is really cheap. It's antibacterial, and it tends to kill the germs, and it gets yellow stains like this off, which I find really handy, and the white stains. I find if you leave it for a bit, it breaks down the calcium in the stains. So I find using white vinegar really helpful. But make sure you rinse it off well, and don't leave any residue.
Trying to prove it, fights, even though they're so overdue. We had a fire, now we're watching it burn low. Isn't it time we go our separate ways? Not enough time, not enough time. I'm falling behind, I hate to separate my body and mind, my body and mind. You feel like demons in my mind, demons in my mind. You taste like demons in my mind, demons pushing all my triggers, losing my pride.
Here I'm using today wood shavings. These are the Pets at Home wood shavings. Usually I put a layer of wood shavings down, and then on top of it I would put a layer of Carefresh, so they're sort of protected from the pine. But because of lockdown at the moment, my local pet store hasn't got any of the big bags of Carefresh, which I like to buy because it's more economical that way, because it's quite expensive in my opinion. So what I've done is just bought some wood shavings from my local pet shop for now, until I can get to the pet shop that's further away that stocks the bigger bags of Carefresh. Then I can layer the wood shavings, and then I'll layer on top the Carefresh. It saves money, and it also is a good odour destroyer. But these will do in the meantime, just for their toilet area.
Pushing all my triggers, demons pushing all my triggers, demons pushing all my triggers, demons pushing all my triggers. I'm acting surprised, but I know I'm not over you. Keep missing our fights, think I'm losing my mind, but I guess that's what love do. You feel like demons in my mind, demons in my mind. You taste like demons in my mind, demons pushing all my triggers, demons pushing all my triggers.
I'm using old towels to line the cage first. You can get these from Primark or Asda, or these are just old ones I used to use for the dogs. And then I'm putting on top this little fleece blanket. It's just a non-pill fleece which I've got, and I use this to line on top of the absorbent towels. I just put it onto the top of the towels, and it's nice and soft for Peggy and Ruby's feet. I have to do some adjustments and fold it in to make it look neat, but it's a pretty good fleece. I got two of these. I can't remember where I got them from. I think they're intended for dogs, but they're really good for the pigs, and they're long for the cage. And also, an added benefit is the hay shakes off quite quickly with this, and therefore I can put it into the washing machine without having to worry too much. Then this is a bath mat from Pound Stretchers. I put that down underneath Ruby's hammock, so when they're sitting under there, it's extra protection. I can change this when I do my spot cleans, and that makes it a lot easier to spot clean when you've got the bath mat under there, so extra protection and comfort for the piggies.
Motion, leave every obstacle behind. I promise it could happen any day now, and soon enough I'll also see the light, get a little glimpse of my emotions. Yeah, I will get it, work even harder. My mama used to say that it's the way it goes. Feelings gonna make me
I'm kinda simple, kinda wishful about things, and you're kinda simple, but like a pistol, you fire. Sometimes you get under my skin like a lover, and sometimes you don't wanna come back 'cause you'd rather stay out with another, talking to strangers and make out spontaneously. Now I'm so tired of hearing all your stories about the drunk nights, bragging in the glory. You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself and the way of how you dwell. I get it. Oh, I'm so tired of hearing all your stories about your rich friends traveling Mercedes. You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself and the way of how you dwell. Don't you get it? You do it right. Hold me tight when I need it. And you always like what I like we know each other. But sometimes you get under my skin like a lover, and sometimes you don't wanna come back 'cause you'd rather stay out with another, talking to strangers and make out spontaneously. Oh, I'm so tired of hearing all your stories about your rich friends traveling Mercedes. You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself and the way of how you dwell. Don't you get it? You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself and the way of how you dwell. I get it. Now I'm so tired of hearing all your stories about your rich friends traveling Mercedes. You're such a nice guy when you're not just talking about yourself and the way of how you dwell. I get it. Don't you get it? Now I'm so tired of hearing all your stories.
I pick up the big bits of hay off the floor because the long bits tend to get stuck in the hoover if I'm not careful. I keep everything in these little boxes here. I'll show you those later, a bit later on. They're good for storage and things like that, but hiding things away, that's what I like. I like to sort of hide all this stuff away. What I'm doing here is shaking off the last bits of hay and bits of wood shavings off the towels, ready to wash in the washing machine. I like to put them on about a 40 or 60 degree wash. I use a Schmoll non-bio tabs. They're really good. Or I use a delicate washing powder, laundry powder. It doesn't seem to affect the piggies' feet. Using a non-bio, just a Schmoll non-bio, hasn't seemed to be affected them in any way, so that's good.
You are for losing you. Left our love up on those dusty shelves. Can't forgive myself for losing you. Not that we were cruel enough to do it. Now I feel so stupid. Don't you feel that too? The feeling lingers on every day of every month, wishing I just could forget about you. The weight upon my bones makes it harder to move on. Oh baby, don't think that I'll ever forgive myself for losing you, or for losing you. Left our love up on the stars.
When I clean the pigs out, I like to, because they're in my bedroom, I like to get this part of the room cleaned as well, hoovered, the rug up, because I find that, I don't know about you, but you find that hay gets everywhere, the wood shavings get everywhere, the carefresh gets everywhere. And also, if you've got a guinea pig that sheds, like Ruby, then you find little white hairs everywhere. So it's important to hoover up afterwards or vacuum up the carpet. It really gives it a deep clean. And I like to take the rug up, get the shark out, give it a good going over and hoover. A good tip when you're doing your rugs is turn them upside down, give them a shake out, turn them upside down, and then you can hoover on the back of the rug. This helps to, the vibration from the hoover helps to loosen the particles. Any trapped wood shavings or any trapped hay or anything like that will come out, should come out. You might have trouble if it's a thick rug, but it should come out. And then you just hoover up the debris. I just find this tip really useful in getting all the bits out of your rugs, especially if it's in your bedroom, because you don't want allergens floating around. So you want to clear up as much dust and hair and pet hair and everything. It just leaves the bedroom smelling and looking fresh as well. I've got a sort of, I think it's an air purifier in the bedroom, and I think if you've got pets this is a really good idea as well, because I put it on for a 2-hour stint after I've cleaned the pigs out, and it helps draw out all the impurities from the air and all the dust, all the pet dander, everything. It's a Bonaire. I don't know whether I've pronounced that right, but sorry. It's got an allergy sticker on it, so if you've got asthma or anything like that and you've got piggies in your bedroom, then an air purifier is a good idea to have to draw out all the particles out of the air. So yeah.